Welcome back, everybody, to my last brain cell. Happy Tuesday. Before we get into everything, I'm going to spin this wheel, just in case it happens to land on something I want to talk about later. Big money, big money, big money. Let's see what we got. TV. That's perfect, because I want to talk about TV, gaming. There's a bunch I want to talk about. Before I get into that, I know y'all see the shirt, man. I know y'all see the shirt. Make sure you go cop yourself one. I made a video talking about this just yesterday. I put it up everywhere too, actually. So make sure you go check that out, man. rebelredapparel.com. Go get you some. But okay, TV. So let's get the obvious one out the way. Invincible this past week. Insane. Thrag is a threat. Full stop. He's a threat to mankind. He's a threat to Viltrumite kind. It's evident why he is a threat to the galaxy. He, I think, is the first animated character I've seen receive an impact frame upon getting hit. Usually, the character doing the hitting gets a sweet impact frame. For example, Conquest turned Oliver into an impact frame when he slammed his ass on the ground last season. You know what I mean? Zoro in One Piece has had numerous impact frames on Wano during the climax. Same with Luffy. But Thrag, I'm pretty sure, is the first person to receive an impact frame upon getting hit. And his impact frame was so evil. It spoke volume to what kind of person the Invincible cast is fighting up against. Boy oh boy. I've never seen a punch get pulled back with such force, ferocity, and velocity that it created its own vortex. He slammed Nolan into the planet just to uppercut him out into the orbit. There were a bunch of fights going on, and Nolan was still just flying through space. Thrag is so menacing. Yeah, that was great. The boys, the same. Poor Ryan getting walloped on by his pops. Homelander needs to be stopped. And we're only 3 episodes in. I'm pretty sure there's, I think, 5 more left for the boys also. So, Invincible ends tomorrow. I think it comes out on Wednesdays. Invincible ends tomorrow, and we get another episode of The Boys. But The Boys, I believe, has 8 episodes, and this is the last season. So I am curious to see how the season goes, because we do have, from what I understand, more new cast about to be introduced in this season. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But now that that's out the way, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of the TV topic I want to touch on today. I started a new show called Bloodhounds on Netflix. I'm tired of paying for Netflix, so I decided to put it on hold, at least for a month or so, right? And with that, I decided I should probably finally watch some of the shows that I've been putting off watching. And Bloodhounds was high on that list. I knew nothing about that show going into it for the most part. I had seen one scene from that show from an Instagrammer that I watch called Inevitably Dope. Shout out to him. He showed the fight scene in season 1 where Gunwoo and Woo Jin fought Inbom. They're boxers, yeah. The 2 gentlemen that I named prior, Gunwoo and Woo Jin. It's a Korean show. They're boxers. Boy oh boy, the hands that are thrown in this show are phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal. It's so technical. Like they're heavy hitting. The choreography is astounding, astounding. And a season 2 just dropped, so I have until I think May 8th to finish season 1 and the entirety of season 2. I'm 5 episodes in on season 1, and there are 8 episodes, but these episodes are roughly an hour long. Like I think I saw the episode 6 I'm about to start is like 57 minutes. Episode 7 is like an hour, and then episode 8 is like an hour 15 or something like that. So I'm really excited to see what all comes from this, because it's been a great show. Story wise, it's great. Like I said, choreography is great. What I'm really interested to see, because from what I've seen, like from what it looks like, I think the main character, who is I think it's Gun Wo. I think he becomes a little bit more gruff, and right now he seems to still be able to keep his innocence about him. So I'm curious, and that's despite everything that's happened to him. So I'm curious to see what, if anything, turns his demeanor sour. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I hope you have had a great April so far. The next time I see you, after this week, we will officially be in May. I thought spring was upon us. That was a joke. It snowed here last night. It was brick this morning. So I'm sure spring is around the corner, but like, it's taking the long route for sure. Yeah. I don't really have much as far as housekeeping goes. I hope you enjoyed the most recent what's what I'm looking for? Clandestine cuisine. We did the pastry spot, Pastry Manson. Shout out my boy Esteban. Um the next one is already lined up. I got a few more really, really cool goodies as far as clandestine cuisines go for the next couple of months. DreamCon's coming up. Yeah, honestly, as of right now, I have nothing hidden away for you guys. Actually, I guess that's a lie. I'll say this. One thing I've been wanting to work on the last couple of weeks, I've been really like racking my brain about, is more impromptu content. I see someone like a Kev on stage, right? Kevin Fredericks. I see him and he posts at least 3-4 times a day. Whether it's I saw this on the internet, or his random thoughts, or just whatever along those lines. I work full time. I don't have the ability or temperament or topics to just be talking about 3, 4, 5 times a day and posting about it. But I feel like I can make more content and just put it out on a less scheduled basis. So I do have some things, or I should say, I do have some things, and I should renege my prior statement. I do have some things in the tank that I'm really excited for, because I want to play around with different formats. Even for like my shorts, right? Like we've switched to widescreen format now, right? We no longer do the horizontal, or excuse me, we no longer do the vertical. We do the horizontal, right? So that was a big change. But when it came to the shorts, because they are now horizontal, that's how they would post. So now I've been playing around with the format of that, right? So I'm trying to see how shorts work out for me. I'm trying to see what content you guys really like. I know food is very popular. I obviously know that, but I know there's more than just food that I can tap into. So the books are kind of working too, right? Obviously, Sip Read Repeat has a very niche audience, because you either really want to know about this book, you either really enjoy hearing someone talking about this book, or you don't. So I want to play around with different impromptu videos. I mean, shit. Yesterday is a really good example, right? I posted a video about this shirt. That wasn't scheduled. That was just something I wanted to make, So I want to start doing more things like that, whether it be short form or long form. But yeah, those are just things on my mind. So that's a bit of the housekeeping we have for today, honestly. But Yeah, so let's, I guess, get into the question of the day so I can get into what I want to talk about. And quite honestly, you know, I I obviously am trying to switch things up, right? Jump right into something hot before we get into some of the nitty gritty. But maybe I should just starting with the question of the day, because by the time we get to this point, I always forget it. It's gone. I don't remember the question of the day, which is fine. The brain cell is gone. We are going to jump to the topics I want to talk about today. And we got through TV, so that's perfect. I wanted to bring up Bloodhounds, and I wanted to recommend it to you guys because that's the last show. There might be one other thing on Netflix that I want to watch, but Bloodhounds is definitely it right now. In the world of gaming, I was scrolling on my PlayStation the other day, just looking for something fresh, something new. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Yotei Legends, really enjoying that, leveling up my characters amazingly well. I deleted Marvel Rivals for a few weeks. I downloaded it the other day, then deleted it again because I've been watching RDC and Tony play Marvel Rivals again, and it gave me the itch, and then the itch was instantly subsided. I didn't even get into a match before I deleted the game again. I haven't touched Avengers. I haven't touched a bunch of games. I touched Dead Space that one time. I haven't gone back to it. I needed something. I was feeling something fresh. I mean, something brand new that I had never seen before. And I feel like when it comes to games, you don't get that kind of experience these days. It's very rare to find a game experience that is unlike anything you've ever seen. So I'm scrolling and I see this game that caught my attention because the cover picture was of a black girl. So I was like, oh, okay. So I immediately go there. I'm all about girl MCs and power to black people. You feel me? Black excellence. So I press on it, and the game is called South of Midnight. And it seemed to have some like NOLA Southern themes to it. I thought it might have some like African themes to it. So I looked at it for a few days and I was like, I think I'm gonna get this game. So I'm scrolling on Threads a couple days after that, and I see someone talk about this game, and I was like, "Wow, what are the odds?" I mean, obviously, my phone heard me talk about it, and the algorithm had the algorithm. But Threads isn't a site that I often visit. It's one of those sites that like I click on something on Instagram or Facebook, thinking it's gonna take me to something else, but it takes me to Threads. So I saw that, and I was like, it's time to go buy this game. So I immediately bought it. I hadn't played it. I had it on my PlayStation for maybe a week plus before actually touching it. And the reason was I wanted time to actually play it. Ghost of Yotei, I could hop in a match and be done. 30, 45 minutes, right? And I could be satiated. I can maybe get 2 rounds in. So I might even be able to get like an hour to an hour and a half, right? I didn't know what to expect from South of Midnight as far as pacing for time, so I wanted to make sure I had ample time to sit down and play it. So I finally played Sunday. I spent 4 hours on this game straight. It is so beautiful. Artistically, it's reminiscent of Coraline. And I was telling my girlfriend the same, and she asked me if I meant like in a good or a bad way, and I said, or a cute or creepy way is what she said, and I said honestly both, because it's like the Telltale games, right? As far as how their bodies move, but it's almost Coraline like because some of the things do look like dolls and how they move, like they have that creaky feel to them. The monsters that you fight. I was playing this game and I had it on medium. The combat seemed really easy. The story is really interesting too. So you play as Hazel, whose mother, whose mom was swept away in a storm. Their house was taken off its bearings, I guess, and swept away. And Hazel went to go chase down the house looking for her mother. During her chase, she encounters weird things called strands. She keeps seeing these weird strings. She's not sure what's going on. She goes to her grandmother on her father's side, so her dad's mom. Her dad has since passed. She goes to her dad's mom, her grandmom's, and she's like, yo, I need help. Mom's been swept away. But I keep seeing these things, these strands. And the grandmother's like, preposterous, go to sleep. She goes to sleep. She has a dream. She wakes up. She starts snooping around the grandmother's crib. Turns out the grandmother knows something about this. So Haley said, yo, screw that. I'm out of here. And crazy shit happens. She fights monsters that are basically the culmination of people's sorrows and grief and strife, and they take different forms. There are some monsters with claws. There are some that are like bugs' nests that like launch explosive bugs at you. There are some that shoot like dirty bombs. This game is so fascinating. It's definitely very southern. There are some talks of slavery, as far as one of the people who helped the slaves escape was one of the types of people that I am, which is called a weaver, and you can see the strands and manipulate them and do all types of things. It's a lot of fun. I spent, like I said, 4 or 5 hours on it yesterday, maybe even a little bit more at this point, because I got to, I think, the 5th or 6th chapter, and it says there are about 16, I think, chapters. So the game is probably only about 12 to 16 hours long, but I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It was $40, I think, too. Pretty sure I bought the deluxe edition. So it's super beautiful. It's very lore heavy, and like I said, it's just a Dimension is beautiful. Like it's a lot of fun. It's not a game that's gonna handhold you. It has something called a guiding strand, which if you press your R3, it'll take you where you need to go. So similar to Ghost of Yote that has a guiding wind, it'll take you where you are supposed to go. It'll lead you to your objective. But there are collectibles, there are things to help you upgrade. There are all across the maps, so you can and should explore. Explore, explore, explore. As a gamer, I know to do that. Now, if you are not a gamer, you can go into this game and still enjoy it just for its really cute, not even cute, for its really fun, engaging, interesting story. And can be a little cute, right? Because right now, I finally picked up my homie Crouton. For those of you who know, and he's pretty cute, but it also gets real. So I put it on, I had it on medium, but the combat was way too easy. Like I said, I'm a gamer, you feel me? I threw it on hard. Man, the next match I did, I got decimated. They humbled me. And they've been humbling me. Because they come out in droves. And these enemies are aggressive. And I'm only just one girl, but hey, mama ain't raised no bitch, so I'm out here still keeping it on hard, just dusting enemies best as I can, getting my dodge on. It reminds me of Doom, in that you have to be locked in and know what abilities are on cooldowns and when they're coming back. Because your abilities, you do have abilities. You can freeze your enemies in place. You can pull them towards you and strike them. You can push them away, or you can infect them or possess them, I guess, with Crouton, right? And then you still have your weaving needles that you can strike them with. I can do a slam attack right now. I can do an amplified blast, but you have to be able to like weave and parry, and there's so much going on. It is a treat to play. So if you have a PlayStation, and I want to say it's not a PlayStation exclusive because it looks like it came from Xbox. It looks like it was made in partnership with Xbox. So if you have a game console, Steam PC, and you need to look up South of Midnight. And if you can get it, you need to get it. It is an amazingly fun game. It's one of those games that it may sound preposterous to say, but it should be considered for Game of the Year. I'm nowhere near done, but it should be considered for Game of the Year. And I'm hoping that by the time I get to the end of this game, that it's open enough to give us a 2. That's how I feel about this game. That's how I feel. But let me know if you've seen it. Let me know if you've played it. Put it in the comments. I'm gonna wrap up because I want to go play some more. Go check out Herbal Red Apparel. And until next time, y'all. This is King Echo signing off.